But I'll sail, my lord, I will go, my king. I'll sail right through the fame. I'll make my way to Norway, and I'll bring young Margaret hame. So they sailed away from Burnt Island town. They sailed right through the fame, for they were bound for Norway, just to bring young Margaret hame. But they hadna been in Norway, oh, a week nor scarcely three, when the highest lords in the king's court did turn around and did say, oh, those Scottish men, they drink our wines, and they spend our gold, and they have come to Norway, and they brought none of their own. Oh, you leers aloud, cried Sir Patrick Spens. You leers aloud, cried he, I have 20,000 of gold and silver in a dowry I've brought with me. But I'll sail this night, this very night, I'll sail right through the fame. I will make my way to Scotland, and I'll bring young Margaret hame. So they sailed away from Norway. They sailed right through the fame, for they were bound for Dunfermline town, just to bring young Margaret hame. But in the Firth of Forth they ran into a storm, and the waves around them they did sweep. Now Sir Patrick Spens and his gallant crew lie sleeping in the deep. Patrick had retired at that time, you see. He was a great seaman, and he retired, and that's when the king sent a message to him. He was very upset about it. But being a subject of the king's, he loved his king very much. He would even go, he was going to commandeer that ship, because he was the one that could take care of it. He knew what to do. And it was amazing how he could sail to Norway in the winter time and sail back to Norway. And the worst storm of all was when he ran into the Firth of Forth.
And you got that from a Fife man?
I got that from an old travelling man. He told it to me down in a camping site in Methil in 1952, when I was sitting around the campfire telling stories and singing songs. He says, Duncan, did you ever hear the story about the King of Fife who wanted a wife from the King of Norway? I mean, he was very primitive, he couldn't even write, but he'd learned the story. And I said, Sandy, it was old Sandy Reid was his name. I said, Sandy, where in the world did you hear such a wonderful story? Oh, he says, his auntie was an old folk singer, an old woman called Maggie McCallum, and she used to sing around the streets and said, I heard my auntie sing it. And it's strange how stories come, how these songs come in contact with travelling people, because some of them could not write, they didn't learn anything on books. It was passed orally down through tradition to them, from their head. And they heard a song and they loved it, they kept it alive. And I was searching for ballads at the time. And that's what makes ballads so most important. If there was only one single version of a ballad around, John, it would be worse than singing. That's what makes ballads so important and so lovable, that there are many different versions to tell so many different stories.
And that they grow and change.
Of course,
with each
Sir
person.
Walter Scott had took the original ballad and said it was murk, dark and deep, and there lay the lord and ladies in bales of silk at their feet. I mean, if you're going to hire a ship to go to Norway to bring back a young woman from Norway, you weren't going to send lords and ladies along with bales of silk. They weren't trained or nothing. You see what I mean? Of course, Walter Scott ruined everything he would touch, you know.